He said her whole house.
She is dark-sided too! It's killing me! No!
Welcome back. How's it going? We have returned to entertain you. If you are easily offended, we advise you to stop listening right now. I think that'd be a wise move on your part. I'm joined by my co-host, Mr. Myke Hideous, yet again, boys and girls. Yes, my co-host, Mr. Myke Hideous, former musician, current photographer, and most importantly, a friend of mine and yours. Thank you for joining us once again on a night like this. Oh my goodness. Did you miss us? I certainly missed all of you out there. It's been a while, but we are back together again like a happy dysfunctional family once more. And let's bring in Mr. Myke Hideous right now, who is patiently waiting. Myke, are you alive or are you dead?
Hey, Michael. How are you, man?
I'm pretty good. How are you?
I'm all right. Hanging in there.
Hanging in there, huh?
Halloween. Yeah, getting ready for Halloween,
Are
man.
you excited about that?
I love Halloween. I love the whole month of October.
So do I, actually.
We're getting really cold weather. Like unnaturally cold weather.
How
this year.
cold?
Well, I could tell you what day is it. So today's Thursday. I think by either at the end of the weekend or Tuesday. I can't remember. I was looking at the weather report. It's going to go down to 32 degrees at night.
32 degrees.
Yeah, we're going to get freezing weather in
Wow.
October, which is very bizarre. It doesn't usually get this cold
Yeah.
until November. Rather cold out.
Sounds pretty shitty.
Yeah, and it's been rainy and gloomy, but that's Halloween for you,
All right. Well, that's not a bad thing. I mean, it is closer to Halloween. And Myke, I got to be honest, I have to stop this whole program because I do have some whiskey on board. So you know what that means.
You go right ahead and drink there, but
You know what that means.
Nostrovia.
Yes, pour in some of this. What is this? I think it's Artaho.
Salud.
Artaho, it's
Salud.
called, Myke. Shut the fuck
Artaho
up, Myke.
salud.
Artaho.
Telling ya. Artaho.
This is Scotch whiskey, Myke. Scotch whiskey.
Scotch whiskey. Got it.
I think it's important to be doing that during tonight's festivities. I mean, it's almost Halloween, for God's sake.
Looking at you'll be Scottish.
I know. That's what I'm hoping for.
They're telling Dublin Fitzpatrick is telling, can Myke turn up his sound a bit? Are you guys having a problem hearing me? Because we did have some issues at the beginning of the show before we went on.
Yeah, you just sound like you're far away.
Well, I don't know what the fuck to tell you guys. Let's see. I am on. Nothing has changed with my mic. I'm right on top of it. Everything is as normal. I wish I could figure out how to go into the audio and make it louder, but it doesn't give me an option.
That's really weird. You're on that Obama microphone. Let me see if I could turn you up on this thing here. Let's see.
Yeah, maybe bring me up a little bit more on your side.
Let's see if we get that ready there. Loud and clear, Myke. Now he's hearing you.
Checking 1, 2, 3, 4. Obama's sister is a whore.
Yeah, you have a bit of a rattle going on there. I don't know why. It sounds like you are on a Obama phone.
That's just wonderful. It could be the possibility.
Mike's on a phone.
That whole Amazon
Yeah.
internet thing.
Oh, yeah, it
possibly.
affected you, probably.
Possibly. I know it affected me when I was doing our podcast on Monday.
Yeah. It's
So-
better now. I think everything's good.
Righty.
It just means I need
Let
to
us-
take this shot now.
Yeah, go ahead, man.
You
and
ready?
if anybody out there, if you're hearing any weird things go on, just let us know, please. Thank you. Go, Michael, go.
Here we go.
Goigle, 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 goigle.
Ooh.
I heard that.
You know, this stuff is, stuff burns me like if I have gonorrhea.
Yeah. It's the alcohol.
My throat has gonorrhea now.
Yeah. And then, well, it should after that.
It should, I know, well, it should cure the gonorrhea.
Any syphilis or Lord
Anything
knows
going
what
on.
else.
Yeah, my voice has been a little scratchy.
Well, that'll make it more scratchy for you.
It'll make me sound like a man.
Hell yeah. Hells yeah.
So yes, Ardnaho malt Scotch whiskey, I believe it is. And this stuff is pretty hardcore,
yeah.
Mike. It's not for beginners, that's for sure.
You call me a hoe?
I did. I did.
Go ninja, go ninja, go.
You know, I could see that from far away, and I thought he was saying, go nigga, go nigga, go.
Well, that's close enough.
I thought, whoa. I didn't know we had
Go
that kind of audience here. It's kind of
Go neighbor,
troubling.
go neighbor, go.
Scotch is nasty, but it does the trick. I know, it's not that
Yep.
great, but you know what? It feels good.
Do you drink this is going to sound really weird, but do you ever drink gin?
Yeah, a little bit.
You like it?
No, not really. It's more of one of those things.
It's one of those things to drink and get you messed up.
Yeah, one of them things.
How about vodka? You're a vodka man, right?
Every now and then. I mean, I'm not opposed to it.
Yeah. I used to be a vodka man, Jack Daniels, and Jim Beam.
Okay, all the deadly combinations.
Yeah.
All the crazy stuff, Mike.
Yep.
Yeah, it's not everyone's cup of tea. I understand. But it does the job rather quickly. But yes, thank you once again, boys and girls, for gathering here tonight on this very special evening. This sort of Halloween sort of edition of the program. And it's always great to see you all out there during the live program. And I haven't forgotten about the wonderful listeners tuning in through the podcast version of the program. We love that, or at least I do. Love the hell out of that, Mike. Absolutely. So much love to all of you out there, our international listeners, that beautiful audience from around the world. We love that for you, for supporting the program. And yes, Mr. Myke Hideous is here live and direct. A lot of people were asking about you, Mike, again, wondering when you would return. So I'm glad you're here, and I'm hoping, I have my fingers crossed for you, that you are no longer feeling as sick as you were before.
Not as sick as I was. Now, Michael and I had a show booked I believe it was last Thursday,
Right.
possibly Friday, I can't remember. And I ended up calling him literally like, what was it, 2-3 hours before the gig? I was like, Michael, I can't do this
Yeah,
show.
you sound like you're going to die. It's crazy.
It's this goddamn sickness. It keeps coming back. It's been lingering and lingering. So I thought I was doing good. And then we had the show booked last week. And as I said, I felt this migraine coming on, and I couldn't do the gig. So I called Michael up a couple hours before the gig, and I just told him, I can't do it, Mike. I'm too sick.
I know. You sound like you have been dating a stripper.
Yeah. You were sick too, though.
I was.
Weren't you?
A little bit. Yeah, a little under the weather.
You still feeling it?
Kinda, but I feel a lot better now.
Yeah.
After that
I'm
whiskey.
feeling good today. Yeah. I'm feeling good today, but who knows how I'll feel tomorrow, because it just creeps up on me on certain days. Really been screwing up my whole life because I can't get anything done. I got so much stuff backed up and postponed.
Yeah, he's backed up, folks.
Yeah, I sure am.
And by the way, for those who wanted to call in, you know, the line is open right now for you if you do want to jump in here. That number is 424-666-2425. if you want to call in, I mean, we'd love to hear from you. People have been leaving me messages, by the way, Mike.
Have they?
Yeah, on the phone line, on the 424 number line. I forget to tell people that you can text that number. You can leave a voicemail if you'd like. And some people have taken liberties to that, Mike. They leave me all kinds of weird messages.
That was my next question. What kind of messages have you been receiving?
There's been some rather disturbing ones. Some that I probably shouldn't play here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there's a few that, well, there's a few that I'd like to, but a few that I probably don't want to because I feel like I'm going to be encouraging that sort of behavior.
Well, let me help you out with that. If anyone is under the age of 21, stop listening to this program right now, or choose the button that says I am over 18, and then you can listen to Michael tell you about alcohol.
That's true. We need your parents' permission. We need to get email permission slips, Mike.
If you want to go on the Michael Decon program trip, you must have your mother sign this letter. We need an email from your mom. Hey, can I just say something real quick?
Of course.
I just want to say rest in peace, Ace Frehley, the original guitarist, lead guitarist of Kiss, died a couple days ago. My friend Anthony Esposito from Lynch Mob, the bassist, was in Ace Frehley's Comets years ago. So yeah, I'll tell you, bro, I don't know if you know anything about Ace Frehley, but he was an excellent guitar player.
Yes, rest in peace. Very sad. That's why we have these sad piano music going on.
Yes, I noticed.
Rest in peace.
I don't think you were a Kiss fan, right?
No, not really. I mean, they do have some songs that I thought were nice, but in the grand scheme of things, I wouldn't exactly say I was a Kiss fan, per se.
Yeah, no, I didn't think you were, but I was from when I was a young boy, and I was just kind of saddened because I knew he had a lot of alcohol problems, but he was clean. And Anthony, my friend Anthony Esposito, he was the one that got him clean.
He got him clean.
Yeah, he got him off the alcohol and helped him get back into that original Kiss lineup reunion that they did, oh golly, probably 20 some years ago in the early 2000s. He had been clean at that point. But anyway, I just wanted to say that.
Poor guy.
I'm sorry, but
no, it's okay.
Kiss was a big thing in my life, and Ace Frehley was an amazing guitarist. He really was, and a great songwriter, and one of the underrated guitarists, because Kiss was never taken seriously by the musical critics, although they have 50 albums out.
Yeah, they had a lot of albums out, and I did receive a lot of messages about the passing of your friend Ace there, Mike.
That's so.
Little celebrity death pool update, that's for sure.
Okay.
Yeah. Absolutely,
Mike. You didn't have him on a list, did you?
No.
Okay.
No, I didn't think about him.
I had Gene Simmons on mine from Kiss, but not Ace.
I feel like Gene Simmons has made the list numerous times already here on the program.
Yeah, you and I both.
We want him dead that much.
He's such an obnoxious asshole. He really is.
I know.
I don't wish anything.
Yeah, we don't really want him to die, though. Obviously, folks, that's not
our speed.
Yes. Dublin says I never cared for the lead singer, but anyways,
Paul Stanley.
I guess he doesn't like Paul Stanley.
I'm going to take a wild guess. Why he doesn't like him?
Probably the same reason you don't like Gene.
No. I'm going to say it. He's probably too flamboyant.
Oh, he's a little fruity.
Straight, isn't it? He's not, but he's he's totally straight, dude. The guy he's dated nothing but
models,
top number 10 models like that, number 10 models.
Yeah, there's something about that, though. It's like Charlie Sheen, he ran through so many women that he turned, into a fancy, and that's how he got the HIV.
No, he didn't.
Got the AIDS.
No, that's not true.
Well, he said it himself.
I thought he said he got it from a hooker, and by hooker, I mean a female.
I'm probably a male hooker. The chances of you contracting that through a female is slim to none.
Is that so?
Yeah, he
I
disclosed
didn't
that
realize
on a documentary on Netflix, by the way.
Is the one that's on Netflix? I saw that. That was really fascinating.
I saw parts of it.
I did not know he went the other way.
Oh, yeah, I'm telling you. These sort of guys, they go through women very quickly. And when you're doing that sort of thing, you start experimenting, and
yeah,
the rest is history.
And I stand corrected. I did not realize that. I must have fell asleep because I think I watched it when I was really
when you were
sick.
dying.
So
yeah.
I was probably like fading in and out of consciousness at that point from all the drugs and Z-Quil, NyQuil that I was taking.
Oh, good times, Myke.
Yeah, it's like I was completely hallucinating.
Very nice. Well, Myke, as everybody knows, as you know, it's almost Halloween, and I love this time of year as much as you do. It always reminds me when I was a kid. So I've been watching horror movies all month.
Yeah.
Absolutely,
Nice.
Myke.
I didn't realize you did that. I do that too.
I saw a lot of dumb movies, let's put it that way as well.
Did you?
Absolutely. And Myke, I got a little story to tell you. Something weird happened to me just a few nights ago, and I don't even want to say this to you because I know you're not going to believe me. Hell, I know most people out there won't believe me, and that's fine. That's fine. It's fine if nobody does. I take no offense. But something kind of weird happened to me, Myke, and I kind of want to tell you about it just to hear you and hear your reaction to it. Are you ready for this?
I'm sitting down, yes.
Yeah, you're sitting down? I was just about to ask you that. Yeah, so
what happened? I'm in
so something pretty wild happened to me the other night. I was deep into a Battlefield session. Now, Battlefield is a game. It's a great game that I play on Xbox. I'm sniping people, blah, blah, blah. Short story. So, I'm really enjoying myself. And after about an hour, I started thinking about hitting the hay. And I looked up from the screen. And that's when I saw this woman walking toward the bathroom in the hallway, by the way. So I'm playing a game, Myke. Look up, and I see some broad walking in the hallway towards the bathroom. And at first I thought it was just my girl, making her way to the restroom. But then I realized the bedroom door was still closed. Because, I peeked over, I got up, I looked around, and I thought, was that her? But then I noticed the door being closed. So, I stood there for a solid 2 minutes just trying to wrap my head around what I saw. And that's when I got goosebumps, Myke. Hit me like a wave. It was one of those moments where you're not sure if you just imagined it or if something really strange was going on. It was pretty weird, Myke.
So is that all that happened?
Pretty much. Just saw some figure.
How much of that scotch were you drinking?
I wasn't drinking at the time. Sober.
Nothing, huh?
No. Because mind you, I was feeling kind of sick, so,
Well, my next question was, you said you were feeling kind of like getting ready to go to bed.
No? Yeah.
Do you think that you were just tired and it's sort of like you're on the verge of like dreamscape and awake?
I did think about that, but I wasn't sort of dozing off per se. I was still in the game, I was still there present. I wasn't exactly, my eyes weren't closing or anything like that.
It's a very interesting situation.
So I wasn't just imagining it. It actually happened, Myke.
Mm-hmm. I have a similar story.
Do you?
But it happened when I was 21.
Do tell.
I was living at home. I had just moved back home from living with an ex-girlfriend, well, a girlfriend at the time. So I moved back home, and my bedroom used to be downstairs in my parents' house. Before I go on with that story, I just want to interrupt and say, I just got word 2 days ago that the house that my father built, that I grew up in, that my family grew up in, has been demolished.
Really?
It's no longer there. Yeah, that really put a hole in my heart. Anyway, back to the story. So I'm downstairs in the bedroom, in my bedroom. It's a summer day. I'm waking up. It's probably about, at that time, I was probably waking up at like 10 a.m. Because I was going out partying with my friends all the time. So here's what happened. I had a dream. Now, the way my bed was set up, I used to have like one of those sofa pull-out beds. So when the bed opened up, it basically filled my room, and right in front of me was like the entertainment center with the TV and the stereo and all that jazz.
Yeah.
But on the right and left side of the bed / sofa, I had two lights on, what do you call them, on night tables. So I'm having this dream just before I wake up, or at least when I thought I was waking up. I have this dream. Now, do you know what a succubus is?
I do.
Okay. Do you know the lore of the succubus?
Well, I don't exactly know the whole backstory, but I do know what a succubus is. I also know that you were married to one at one time, or a girlfriend at one time.
That's true.
But that's a whole nother story.
That's a whole other issue. All right. So basically, in lore, a succubus is a demon, a female demon that comes to men in the night, as well as women, but mostly men.
Right.
Will come to men in the night, have intercourse with them within their dream, and it comes 3 nights in a row.
It comes 3 nights in a row.
And not by come, I mean it comes into your dream 3 nights in a row.
I came in my dream, by the way.
I'll bet you did, with that chick that was running into your bedroom.
Yeah, she did one of those on me.
Did she?
No.
No.
She should have, though. I mean, I would have allowed it, Myke. Carry on.
So I'm in my dream, and this woman is on top of me.
Oh my.
And she's getting me, she's trying to get me to get it on with her.
Wow.
So now I start to emerge from my sleep, and I'm half awake, half asleep,
half chubbed up.
And it could also be the fact that I was very stoned from the night before. Now, mind you, I didn't start smoking weed until I was 20 years old.
20 years old.
That's right. I started very late. All my friends were smoking weed and what they called diesel at the time, which was basically
diesel.
PCP. Yeah. PCP.
Oh, they were doing PCP.
Yeah, it was smoking it.
That's pretty crazy.
I didn't do that. Yeah, I didn't do hard drugs. I had just started smoking weed.
Weed only.
First
okay.
time in my life. Okay. I didn't even drink at that point.
Damn, you were that lame.
I was a hardcore straight edge person. I didn't do anything. And then once I got closer to 21 and I had broken up with the girl that I was living with at the time, I started drinking and smoking weed, but I didn't do hard drugs. But that's a whole other story. So I'm laying in bed, and this woman's on top of me, and I'm starting to wake up, but I'm still asleep. And then I turn my head to the left, and the light had been on all night. I was so messed up that I went to sleep the light on.
Yeah.
So I look to the left where my light is, and the light becomes her face. Then I look back.
Yeah.
And her figure is still over the top of me. And I look to the right, and again, I see her face in the light. Now I try to get up, but I can't.
Oh.
It feels like there's something pushing me down.
Right.
And enabling me to get up. Okay,
Old hag syndrome, that's called.
Is that what it's called?
Yes, sir.
What does it say it again?
Old hag syndrome.
Is that true? Are you busting my chops?
No, if you look it up online, you'll find out that that's pretty much what you're describing. And I actually had that happen to me when I was about 15 or 16 years old, by the way.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
It's almost like a state of paralysis while you're
Yes,
awake.
Correct.
Okay, so to finish up, I finally end up waking up, and it blew my mind because I had to force myself to push myself up off the bed in order to get up.
It sounds really familiar.
Right? Okay, so that happens. That night, when I see my friends and the girl I was dating at the time, I tell them about it. And they were blown away. They're like, "Oh, Myke, you just had sex with a succubus." I'm
With a
like,
demon.
No. It was only once. So that night,
I paid. It was only once.
I go to bed, go to sleep.
Yeah.
Michael, the same fucking thing happened again. I dreamt
The next night.
the same
Wow.
exact thing. Same woman, same attire, same situation.
Was she wearing a hat?
This time when I looked, I remember distinctly looking to the light at the left of my bed.
Yeah.
And her face becoming or I should say the light becoming her face. Again, I could not push myself to get up off of the bed. Eventually, I wake up.
Mm-hmm.
I tell my friends about it again.
Wow.
Now they're freaked out. They're like, "Myke, 3 times," and they say that they'll kill you.
3 times.
That's what I hear.
That's a lot. Wow.
So I now nothing happened for about 4 to 5 days.
Okay.
And then around the 4th or 5th day, I went to sleep and I had the same goddamn dream again.
Wow.
Very weird.
That is pretty strange.
My pop used to have dreams of like mysterious women coming to him in his dreams, tempting him to go with her. Like they would say, "Grab my hand, take my hand and come with me." And he knew it was in his dream. He knew this was a false flag. Not a false flag.
It was a false flag. Yeah.
A red flag. That's what I would say. Red flag.
It was a false flag.
To not go with it.
Loved that.
He thought that it was the devil disguised as a woman.
Interesting. Okay, I like that.
Yeah.
That's different.
That it was luring him to death.
That's what he felt. And then the next year, he said, "Hey, Myke, you have a baby brother." A lot of that was going on in his dream.
Now, mind you, this is back when I was in my late teens and early 20s. He was having these dreams. He had a lot of strange dreams, my pop. I don't dream that much anymore because I'm always smoking weed before I go to bed.
So when you are like using the devil's lettuce, you never have dreams.
The devil's lettuce. It's a proven fact that if you smoke a lot of weed before you go to bed, you will not remember your dreams.
It must work the opposite for me, Myke, because, sometimes I will get down with the devil's lettuce and I will partake before bed, and my dreams are like vivid, man. They're like, I'm in there.
I'm surprised that you're able to have that.
Mine are like 3D, bro.
Really?
Mine are like fully colored, sometimes black and white. That's the other thing. Some people don't dream in color. Sometimes it's just black and white.
That's what they say, but I can never really define.
Can decipher?
I can't really define it while I'm in the dream. Is this color? Is this black and white? It just doesn't, I don't know, maybe it's just something that doesn't occur to me at that point.
Man, that's crazy, Myke. I like that, though. I like that you have these sort of experiences, Myke.
I've had a few.
Maybe that's a sign that you need to turn your life to Jesus Christ, Myke.
Did I ever tell you? You know that black magic grimoire that I wrote?
That's right. I mean, we did a whole show on that once, many moons ago.
Did we? Oh.
Yeah, we talked about the infamous grimoire that you showed on video at one time.
True. Yes. All right. Well, there is, I attempt, as you may or may not know, those who are listening, I dabbled very deeply in black magic from about 2011, like right up until a couple of years ago. And in doing so, when I first started, I did the typical signing of the contract to Lucifuge, who is the contract holder for those who sign their lives over to Lucifer.
Oh my goodness, Myke.
So I wrote it out that night. I signed it in blood, pricked my finger.
Are you killing me?
Fingerprint. So that night, okay, that night was the second of 3 nights that I stayed awake.
Yikes.
Did not go to sleep for 3 nights. So on the second night after
Wait a minute.
signed,
Why'd you stay up?
I don't know.
What was going on with you?
I really don't know, but I was up for 3 goddamn nights.
Wow.
I don't know. I don't remember.
Okay.
Wasn't drugs, wasn't stress. Maybe it was stress. I don't know. So, all right. So the first night I stayed up, no big deal. Then the next day is when I wrote out the contract. Again, this was all part of the grimoire.
Yeah, it's part of the grimoire. Okay.
That I wrote. And my experiences and experimentations with black magic.
Yeah.
So, second night, before, I would say before 2 o'clock in the morning, I kept seeing shadows. I also kept seeing a finger go past the right side of my head as if something was pointing.
Holy hell.
Yeah, it was crazy.
That
bro.
is crazy. So you saw the classic shadow people, as they refer to them as.
Yeah, that's what they call it. I called it Lucifuge coming to visit me and collect his contract. But
Oy vey.
it was weird. Now it could be that I had sleep deprivation at that point.
It's possible after one night like that. Yeah, I would say.
Yeah.
There's a fair chance of that.
Because at that point it was well past let's see, so 24, 42. It was probably close to 42 hours that I had been awake at that point.
My God.
So there was still another day that were to go by, and I kept seeing these fucking shadows.
Damn, what were you tripping out at the time? Were you scared?
No.
You were good.
I was fascinated, really.
Wow.
I was wondering is this a result of the contract that I just signed? Have I literally signed my life away?
To the devil.
My soul to the devil.
Wow.
But I'll tell you, I was seeing these shadows in the daytime as well as night. At night, it became a little bit more freakier and scarier because I was like, what is going on? But when I would see this pointing finger come past the right side of my head.
Oh, my God.
And then I would turn and it would disappear. Again, the possibilities of it being sleep deprivation are
quite high.
Great.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
But it's just so weird that it all happened right around the time that I wrote out and signed the contract.
That is kind of odd that you were having these sort of supernatural events occurring shortly after you signed your life away.
I'll tell you that the rituals I was doing and the curses, from the very first one I did, it worked.
It worked.
It sure did. Call it a coincidence. Call it chance. But they worked.
And what exactly? What worked exactly specifically?
Where I lived, I used to live in this old building, over 100 years old. It was built in the 1880s. And that's where I lived before I moved here. I had a big open studio. How big was it? 1,500 square feet of open space.
I believe I remember you talking about that once. The studio.
Yeah. That's how you and I, when we first started talking, that's where I was living in Kearney. I had a big old art studio. Anywho, whilst I was living there, wait a minute, I forgot the topic. What were we just talking about?
Well, the sort of thing that you try to conjure. You know, the hexes or whatever you're doing.
Right. You were asking me about.
Yeah, what exactly? Yeah, specifically, what were you trying to accomplish the first time with a hex or whatever?
Curse.
A curse.
There were these 2 women that lived upstairs. These 2 girls. Now, on the third floor was gigantic. It was about 3,000 square feet. It was absolutely gigantic. And the guy who used to live there was a photographer / artist.
Okay.
I used to work with him at Jersey City University in the ceramics department. And long story short, he ended up moving out. and like about 24 people ended up moving in. That's how big it was. He like took every fucking closet there was, and like the landlord took every closet there was and turned it into a room so that he could rent to these people. So there was constant happenings above me. So now I was on the second floor, right below the giant studio above me. So what these two fucking dim-witted twats would do
Whoa.
all night.
Watch your fucking mouth.
Yeah, thanks. I'm sorry.
Just kidding. Go ahead.
I didn't think you'd mind. So these two dummies, right? One with blood red hair, the other one with yellow banana hair.
Natural redhead.
Yeah, I doubt it. They used to make, what do you call it? PVC clothing.
Oh.
S&M, B&D clothing.
Yeah, I was going to say that's, okay. I see what we're dealing with now. Okay.
So they had this thing where they chose to work overnight. Okay? Now, I'd go to bed. Now, I'll be the first to admit, I go to bed late. I used to go to bed late. I go to bed late now. But then I would hit the sack around maybe, I don't know, 1 a.m., right?
All right.
Where my part of the studio was in the building was directly underneath where they were, for lack of a better term, camped out and living in that part of the studio.
They were squatting.
If you know, that's actually a really good way of putting it, but they were paying rent.
Okay.
It's just crazy how many people were living upstairs after the last guy moved. It was just unbelievable. So, here's the weird thing, Michael, and I know you're going to scratch your head when I say this because I'm just as confused when I tell it as you'll be when I tell it to you.
Yeah.
So by between 11 p.m. and about 4 a.m., these fucking see you next Tuesdays would take hammers.
Oh, no.
Or mallets. And they'd bang on the floor like this.
Oh, no. Yeah, that's not good. That's not a good neighbor.
Now, this is right above my head. Right above me. And it would go on all fucking night.
I bet.
And the worst part about it, I'll be the first to admit, since the building was old,
yeah.
It was my studio in particular wasn't kept up properly. And the drop ceiling that we had underneath it, all these bits of dust and like old little pieces of cement that were on the floor, they would crumble and fall onto the drop ceiling, the squares that go into the drop ceiling.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
Oh, yeah.
And there might be a crack, and then some of the dust would come through. So when these fucking bitches were banging on the floor, first of all, here's my question to you. Who uses a hammer to make PVC clothing?
I have no idea, but I understand the neighbor part. Hammering away using drills, listening to a lot of news. I mean, all that shit is what I'm surrounded by. So, I want to call ICE on them.
Exactly. So after the first 2 or 3 nights, I went to the landlord. I complained on a couple of occasions, at least 4 times. When he did nothing, I went to his wife and asked her, can you please do something about it? 2 times.
Wow.
When she did nothing, mind you, this is in the course of like 2 weeks, 2, maybe 3.
Yeah.
After that, when she did nothing, I went directly to the twats and I told them,
twats, yeah.
Twats. I said, listen, twats.
Listen, you 2 cunt.
Listen, you 2 sloppy twats.
You tired cunt.
I said, listen, I don't want to be enemies with you, but I've been living here now for, at the time, I think it was, I don't know, 12 years.
Damn.
Possibly.
12 years. That's a long time.
I lived there for a total of 16 years.
God damn.
Now that I remember, no, it wasn't 12 at that point. It was 12, 13, 14 years.
Long time.
At that point.
Okay.
So I said to them, listen, I know we know each other, not formally, but I know you know who I am and I know who you are. Seen each other in the club scene. Now that you're living here, please keep in mind, I've been living here for 14 years. You come in and you just decide to start making clothing at night overnight directly over my studio, and not only directly over my studio, but directly over my bed.
Maron.
Do you understand what I'm saying to you, that you're disturbing me at night? You know what those little fucking schmucks said to me?
What the yuppies say?
Well, they're like, it's not really our problem. You know, we pay our rent. And I'm like, you're missing my
Oh my.
I'm trying to not trying to start trouble. I'm trying to do this respectfully so that we can live in the same building together. Why don't you do your hammering in a different area? Go wake somebody else
Or
up.
during the day, you know.
Or during the day.
Yeah.
But why do you
Wow.
have to do it directly over my bed?
Oh my God.
So they said, oh, well, you know, we'll see what we can do. I'm like, okay, I would really appreciate it.
I'll see what I can do.
About a week and a half goes by.
She told you to go fuck yourself right there. That's what she told you.
Not yet. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, you could say that.
That's
But
what
here's-
she
here's
said.
it
Yeah,
gets
go ahead.
So, about a week and a half goes by with no issues. And then after the week and a half, she starts it again. Okay?
Oof.
And I was like, these fucking bitches, unbelievable, absolutely no respect. You know, they'd only been living there for like a couple of months at most, and like right off the bat,
Man,
just
that's
fucking me.
terrible.
So here's what happened. I see them again. I'm leaving my studio. I come out. I'm closing the door, and the banana headed chick comes by with her boyfriend, her totally feminist boyfriend. She comes by, and I said very calmly, I say, hey, listen, you know, I'm sorry. I asked you once before, and I'm asking politely once again. Can you please not use hammers on the fucking wooden floor
Right.
directly over my head
Yeah.
between 11 p.m. and 5 a.m. in the morning? I would really appreciate it. I mean, I don't think I'm asking for much.
Right.
You know what she said? Well, we weren't hammering. I'm like, who was it then? Because you're the only two people who are up in that section of the building at night making the noise that you're making, which is what I complained about for the last month, 2 months. She gave me this hard time. Like I was the bad guy, you know?
Maron.
Like I was a bad guy. I'm like, okay, you want to fuck around? You want to F-A? Then you're going to F-O.
Oh my.
So I did my first, actually it wasn't my first, I did a spell. And my spell was to get them to leave the building.
Oh my.
So 3 nights in a row, I did this ritual, a banishing ritual to get them out of my area. Now, there was another girl that lived in the building whom I had a crush on,
Nicole.
And
What's she look like? Does she wear hats?
Occasionally, but not as much as I would have.
Not as much as you'd wanted, right?
Nice girl, interested in photography. So I used to take her out every once in a while. We'd go hiking or something. So one day, I know she also lived on the 3rd floor with the other 24 people. So one day she comes down, she's visiting me, and we leave my studio, and we are going out the back entrance, which was the back entrance for the 3rd floor. That's where everybody on the 3rd floor used to come down. So as we go out that door, the red-haired bitch, she comes down. Now I'm being polite, not swearing at her or calling her names, keeping my mouth shut while she speaks to Nicole. And as she's speaking to Nicole, she says, yeah, we're moving out. And Nicole's like, oh no, really? Like, yeah, she's showing like she's showing concern.
Concern, yeah.
Oh my God, I can't believe you guys are moving out. Oh, that's so sad. I'm gonna miss you. Meanwhile, I'm standing there, I got this big grin on my face.
Classic.
And not to go on any longer, but we walk away after this red-haired girl says what she says, and Nicole says to me, Myke, you didn't even say anything when they said they were gonna leave, and you had this big smirk on your face. She's like, what's going on? I'm like,
my.
Nicole, you wouldn't believe it if I told you.
Wow,
but I actually wished for this.
You wished for them to be gone, and
yeah, and then they were gone.
Jesus helped you, Myke.
I don't know. was
Jesus.
I think it was a redder guy with horny horns.
A horny man helped you. Did they say why though exactly?
I don't know. They may have, but I was too busy laughing inside that I didn't hear them.
You tuned them out, in other words.
They're just obnoxious people. You move into a building where other people have lived like for more than a decade before you move in.
Yeah.
And you fucking hammers on the floor, not on a table, not on a whatever you would use to hammer, like an anvil or something. Right on the floor. Right on the fucking floor.
Yeah, well then you know what I'm going through out here then, because that's the neighbors I got.
Where you live?
Yeah, there's people always doing like hammering, power drills, all this shit. So,
truth be told, Michael, that's why I moved to where I am now.
To where you are, yeah, hiding away out there.
I can't be around idiots anymore. I just can't.
Wow, Myke. So your wish did come true.
For them, yes.
That's good, though.
It is.
That's good. You hear that?
Is that your dog or is that your girlfriend?
That's the neighbor's dog. There's no dog here.
I was kidding.
No.
Heather's a good girl. Heather. I'm not going to say her name. Never mind.
Yeah, we call her Heather, though, if you'd like.
Yeah. No, what the fuck? Heather, where the fuck did I get that from?
Maybe the image that's in front of us. That's kind of a Heather.
Oh, wait. Let me look at the...
That looks like a Heather.
The creepy one?
Yeah.
Or the one with the butt?
Well, I mean, both are fine.
Yeah, that's a sexy looking butt zombie.
I don't think it's a zombie, but it might be.
Just a chick?
Yeah, it's just a chick from a old horror movie. I think it was called like Blood Beach. From 1980.
Is that so?
I believe so.
That's freaking hilarious.
Yeah, it's a good movie. I haven't seen it since I was really, really little.
Oh my God.
Yeah, Blood Beach. Look it up. But congratulations, though, Myke. You kind of sold your soul to Lucifer. And you signed it away, and you asked, and you received. That's pretty wild, man.
Yeah, and there are several rituals I did after all of that, to which
did those come true?
Most of them.
Most of them, okay.
Not all of them. Not all of them. Practicing magic is like exercising your brain. It's not just casting spells, burning incense, and chanting this and the other. It's not just that. It is a focus of your mind in an attempt to alter the future.
Right.
Now, I'm not saying that honestly, I can't explain it other than that, Michael. People, they could believe it. They might not believe it. They could say it's chance. Maybe it is. I don't know. But either way, this goes for white magic as well as black magic. Any type of magic. It's focusing your mind in an attempt to alter current situations.
Natural trajectory of someone's life or events.
That's well put. Mm-hmm. Well put.
Understood. And by the way, I was distracted looking at the zombie with the ass in front of me. There's like a little sparkles coming out of her rear end.
I noticed that too.
I just barely noticed. I'm like, whoa. What is going on there?
Oh, golly.
But yeah, that's a good way of putting it, Myke. And I think that's pretty outrageous, by the way.
In what sense? What's outrageous?
That some of these things actually did unfold for you the way you wanted them to.
Believe me, I was surprised when I tell you that.
I'd be surprised too, man. But
and it's why I believe in magic. If you're trained, and you're not a fraud, I think it can really actually help. I'm currently trying to finish reading a book about mind control,
Really?
written by a person named Silva. I can't remember the author's name.
That sounds like you are trying to work for Mossad, Myke. Trying to control minds out there. That's pretty nefarious of you.
Well, believe it or not, the ability to control things, both yourself and other things, using the mind, it's a practice. I don't think it's that far-fetched. I think it's possible if your brain is trained properly. So I got a book a while back. What the hell is it called? Controlling the Mind and Solutions, or something like that.
Interesting.
I just
okay.
I haven't been able to finish
Wow.
reading it. I've been procrastinating. But there's a whole practice to it. It's literally like yoga, where you have to focus your mind and practice the things that you're trying to do.
It's very Talmudic.
I don't think
He's
so.
you're in your Talmudic practices, Myke. Hey, he's just following his roots.
Well, you do know the Jews were very much into religious
True magic. Oh well, that's why
sure.
I'm saying these things.
I mean, look at Solomon. Solomon was considered to be the very OG of magic.
Yep. This is true.
That's another thing. Now that we're talking about Halloween and witches,
Yeah, it's Halloween.
Jews,
Yeah, we're doing all this.
do you know that whenever you see images of witches wearing the pointy hats,
Yeah.
that's a Jewish thing.
Right. No.
You know
It's a
that,
JW
right?
thing. Yes, we don't say that
yeah.
word here anymore, Myke. It's forbidden.
I'm sorry.
It's a very, very forbidden word that could get us castrated.
Okay. Well,
The
I'll
JW,
say it the
yes.
other way. In the Dark Ages, and even prior to that, they were condemned for having put Jesus to death. So many cultures, including Christians, did not like them, and so they put them in the ghettos and all sort of things like that. But you may or may not have noticed they were also they also had to wear a strict outfit, for lack of a better term.
That's right.
One of them was the pointy hats.
That's right.
And that's why they say that witches were practicing immoral magic against the Catholic and or Christian religion, and that's why they killed so many.
And that's why they have that nose. But that's a different story. That's how you can recognize them.
And if you had a wart on your nose, they'd burn you at the stake.
And they burned these bitches, that's for sure.
Yes, Mr. Jelly asks, is Hebrew okay?
Well, that's your decision.
Well, I'm asking you, is it okay to say Hebrew?
Whoa, sure.
Okay, so just I can't say G.
Yeah, you can't say G. The police might arrest you. The way it's going in the country, there's strict regulations, there's protected groups, Myke. It's against terms and services, I hear.
Brother, let me tell you something.
You're going to freeze your bank. You keep this up, Myke.
You better thank God we are in America right now, because they are arresting people in England simply for giving their own personal opinions about Muslims.
Well, that's what already happened in the UK. In Canada, we had at least you don't know this, but I've spoken to a Canadian local out there, and he essentially got fired for being on the program.
Get the frick out. Who was that? Do I know this person?
You don't, no.
Who?
I don't think it's a good thing to say his name, Myke.
Okay, that's fine.
He was already angry.
All right.
He didn't exactly say that, but I could imagine that he is not on the best of terms with me.
Oh.
However.
Okay. All coming back to me now. You told me about this.
Yeah, so a school substitute teacher, essentially, has been essentially casted out of that school system, basically, off the district, because, he's appeared on a few shows, and they actually ended up finding this show that he was featured on.
No way.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, your freedom of speech has basically been diminished in all parts of the world, essentially, and pretty much they'll do that here, and that's kind of what this administration is currently doing. Already passing bills for antiseptic things. Let's put it that way.
Antiseptic.
That's right. So, Mike, it's not smart to be saying anything these days without fear of the police or the feds coming to your door. And
I hear
that
that,
happens. I already know a few people that have been disciplined to that regard.
Okay.
And did
I hear
I
you.
thank him for the extra exposure? That's yeah. Sure. So, Mike, yes, there's a few things you can and can't say anymore in this world without the feds getting angry.
These are tough times we're living in.
It's tough times. Trying to keep a black man down in America, Mike.
Right.
Just trying to keep it real, and the police, they're out there. It's a police state that we live in, Mike.
Word to your mother.
It is. So, Mike, are there any other specific moments related to Halloween that you find, memorable? Maybe your mom made you a costume that you hated or liked. Did your mother ever do that for you?
Yeah, when I was the first time when I was 11, she made an outfit for me so I could be Gene Simmons of Kiss.
So you're one of the many small children who dressed up in Kiss attire. And you loved it, I'm sure.
Let me see if I can find a picture while we're talking.
If you find one.
If I find it, I'll email it to you.
Yeah, just send it to me.
But my mother made an outfit for me back then. I was 11, and then I wore it 3 years in a row. 11, 12, and 13.
Damn, 3 years in a row.
I was a big Kiss fan, man.
You couldn't be anything else. You had to be a member of Kiss.
Gene Simmons.
Or Gene Simmons with a tongue.
Yes. Yes, sir.
Wow.
Yep.
Look at you.
Yeah.
Your goddamn Kiss.
And then as I got older, I started buying like monster masks, like creepy monster masks, and dressing up a little bit more. I haven't dressed up for years, although I did for my podcast last week.
Hey, see, you still dress up.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, a few years ago, I was dressed up as an astronaut, but I'll get around that. Get around to telling you that story in a minute here.
But my co-host Brian, he said he wants to do a show. What we're gonna do next week about the old famous crooners like Frank Sinatra, Dean Martin, and all the famous people from that time. And he said you got to dress that. He's like, he asked me if I had a tuxedo. Unfortunately, I don't have a tux. I don't have a tux shirt. But he's like, dress up, wear a suit and a tie. I'm like, all right, so I'm gonna wear a suit and a tie for the podcast.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Well, good for you.
Thank you.
Hey, good for you.
Hey.
Very nice. Very, very nice. I still can't believe you did that for 3 years, though, consecutively.
I know.
Damn, Mike.
I tell you, man, I was a
you
Kiss
were
lover.
drank the Kool-Aid.
I guess you could say that.
You really did.
Kiss blood.
Kiss cum.
Yeah, I wouldn't go that far, but
Oh, I would.
Yeah, you would.
I would when I'm talking about you. Absolutely.
No, I'm good, thanks.
Absolutely. I could see you blowing them.
Yeah, I'm sure you could.
You're that devoted. Well, I mean, you did sell your soul, so.
I did.
I could see that. I could see that in your future.
No regrets. Oh, you can?
Absolutely. Oh, Satan, let me blow you a little bit here. Yeah, Satan, thank you. Yes, Satan, yes. For you, my dark lord.
Thanks.
That's what Mike was saying. Yes, oy vey, indeed. Absolutely. So Mike, a neighbor of mine back in the day, he used his front yard to create a haunted house.
Oh, okay.
And this dude had no kids, had a wife, but no kids. And he would go all out with the decorations for various holidays. He was that guy, Both him and his wife. Very nice people, by the way. You know, I liked them. They were great. But there were a few years where he allowed me to help out and wear like a costume and scare people, and that was a good time. Very good time. I'm sure you can imagine being young and helping out with a haunted house and scaring random people.
Oh,
Yeah, that.
Do it in my backyard when I was a little kid.
There you go. So you understand how fun that was, and that was a lot of fun for me. But I recall one year where he didn't allow me to help, and that really hurt me, Myke. That made me a sad boy.
And why did he not associate you with creating of this so-called haunted house?
Well, I'm getting there.
Well, come on, I ain't got all day.
So, being the young, emotional child that I was at the time, Myke, I thought of revenge. And it wasn't until Christmas came, and, you know, he loved decorating his front yard with all sorts of inflatable bullshit. All the Christmas paraphernalia you can handle, Myke. It was all there, front and center. And this included several hundred yards of Christmas lights. Now, rollerblading was popular at this time. I'm talking like, 90s. Very popular.
Okay.
And I took it upon myself to, Myke, accidentally skate over numerous Christmas lights and to stick it to him.
Oh my God, Michael. Why would you do that, you bastard?
I was angry. I felt vengeful. I was hurt. I was looking forward to helping him out one more year,
All right.
It felt good at the time, as far as I remembered. But later on, however, I did feel guilty about doing that, Myke. I was young and dumb. I shouldn't have done that, but, he pissed me off, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to stick it to this guy, essentially, somewhere, somehow down the road.
Did you tell him? Or did you come straight with him?
Well, that's the thing. I never did that.
Okay, so you didn't really.
I didn't apologize.
Felt bad
no.
about it, but you didn't apologize.
No, I didn't apologize. I just felt bad about it because another year, the next following year, I tried asking him again, and he claimed that he knew it was me who did it.
Oh! Dang.
So I told him, what the fuck are you going to do about it?
Oh!
What the fuck are you going to do?
And?
I didn't say that, by the way. No, I wanted to say that. I wanted to say, so what are you going to do about it? I really did want to say that to him, to be honest with you. And he was a kind of a sex pervert, by the way. He was kind of a sexual deviant in nature. Because one of the previous years when he had allowed me into his house to sort of change, I went to the bathroom, and right above the toilet there, he had a huge stack of naughty magazines, Myke.
Uh-oh.
But hey, man, I don't blame him. I saw what he was sticking it to in the bedroom, and she was, I couldn't get it up for that.
Did
she
you
was.
Smack one out.
I didn't. No.
No. Okay.
It's a little too risky. I thought. You're gonna be hearing a knock. You're like, hey, come on out. You've been in there for 2 hours.
I'm brushing my hair.
I'm brushing my pubes in here.
I'm shaving my pubes.
Oh no, I didn't have any. I didn't have any pubes at that time.
By the way, I emailed you that picture.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. Anyway, well, that's good that you. You never really apologized.
I didn't apologize, and I denied it. I said that wasn't me. I didn't do it.
It wasn't me. Why would I do
that? Hey,
I'm
right here trying to help. Well, how can I do that to you?
I don't even like Halloween.
Exactly. Or Christmas.
Christmas.
Yeah, it was during Christmas, and I had asked him again, and he's like, you know what? I feel like you might have been the one that did that. So he didn't allow me again, by the way.
Wow.
So I just after that, that was it.
Yikes.
I was like, this guy is pretty much dead to me.
Okay.
So very vengeful, Myke, as a young child.
Apparently.
Hey, Mike, it was an accident. You know,
Ian Sean.
I didn't mean to do it.
I forgive
Oh, thank you.
you. You're welcome.
If you had a haunted house, you'd let me help out, right?
I wouldn't put you in charge of lights, though.
Oh, okay. Well, that's fair enough. Fair enough.
Okay.
Fair enough. Fair enough. But yeah, Mike, that was my sad tale of early childhood. Remembering the good old times, back when you were able to trick or treat, not like today. That's archaic. No parents can allow their
Right.
kid to go and trick or treat at a stranger's place.
That's right. Now, for all those of you who might be young in the audience, and by young I mean prior to 2000,
Right.
like if you didn't grow up before 2000, then you're not going to know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
But when we were kids, when I was a kid, I'm much older than Michael. When I was a kid, we used to literally go out on the streets, knocking on door to door, strangers' house within the neighborhood. We didn't know them personally, but we knew who they were, and we would knock on the door, and they'd give us freaking candy. Then, as time went by, you had the fucking sick pervert murdering pedos
Oh,
who
my.
did horrific things to kids, and they had to stop it.
That's true.
I got a Halloween story for you, if I may just interrupt for a second.
No, absolutely. That's what we're here for. We're here to talk about Halloween, and of course, I have another one to tell you. But go ahead, Mike.
When I was a boy, prior to dressing up as Gene Simmons of Kiss,
Oh yeah,
I made a costume one year where I was all right. So I used to like Dirty Harry movies. You know
Dirty
who Dirty
Harry.
Harry is?
Absolutely.
Clint Eastwood.
That's
All
right.
Clint Eastwood was this maniac cop with a 357 Magnum that he would blow criminals' heads off. So there's one movie, and I think it's called Dirty Harry.
Dirty Harry. Yeah.
And the premise of the movie is that there's a bunch of corrupt motorcycle cops that are creating a lot of havoc. So Dirty Harry wants to straighten him up. Anyway, one of the police guys on the motorcycle cracks up and he gets killed. And I decided to dress up like the motorcycle cop who was smashed up.
Nice.
So I must have been 10, maybe 8. No, I'm sorry, either 9 or 10. So I dress up like this motorcycle cop who's been into an accident. I'm all bloodied and everything. And my neighbor and I, Michelle, we went on our own. Mind you, it was still daylight out. And we went on our own to the neighbors' houses. And we were getting candy.
Nice.
Well, we come to this one house that was 3 floors. Like a 3-story apartment house. So my friend Michelle and I, we see this group of kids coming. There had to be like 15 of them, if not 20. And we see them and we get a little nervous. So we go to this house, this 3-story house, ring the doorbell. They come out, they give us candy. Then we go up to the 2nd floor. Mind you, these kids are right next to us as if they're part of our, like,
part of your
crowd,
crew.
me, right, me and Michelle, but they're not.
Oh.
Then we go up to the 3rd floor, the last one, because we're hoping that these kids will get away from us. We're feeling very uneasy, very not quite settled. So we go to the 3rd floor, ring the doorbell. They give us candy. And once they close the door, as we walk away, the biggest kid in the group grabs my bag and yanks it away from me, and they all run like hell.
Oh, they snatched your bag.
Here's where the story gets really cool. I'm a little boy. I'm crying. I'm upset. My bag of candy just got stolen by this big fat oaf. So I was only a block away from my house. And mind you, this was in the daytime. So I go back to my house. I'm crying. Now my oldest brother, Frank, is there. My father is there. My brother Frank's friend, Charlie, is there, as well as my mother. And I walk inside and I'm crying. They're like, what happened? And I'm like, they stole my bag. They stole my candy. So my father's like, get in the car. We get in the car. My brother Frank.
Get in the car.
My brother Frank and my father are in the front seat. The guy Charlie is in the back seat with me and Michelle.
Yeah.
So my father is driving. He's like, show me where it happened. Now, mind you, my father at the time, my father was the captain of the fire department, and he still got his uniform on from that day at work.
Wow.
And my brother used to work for the ambulance. But my brother Frank is a maniac. And I think I've told you before, you do not fuck around with my brother. He'll fuck you up. He's like, I've seen him get in some serious fights.
So he's
Anyway,
the crazy one.
He's the crazy one of my family.
Okay.
And
Got it.
I'm glad he's on my side. So we're in the car and we're trying to find this group of kids. So we go around like a block one time, we go around another block a second time, and finally we get up to the one block that's kind of leads right to my house at 8th Avenue. So as we come around the corner, I'm like, there they are. So it's a group of them. So my father hits the gas, flies up the fucking sidewalk.
Oh my God.
I kid you not. Flies up the sidewalk, nearly kills all of these kids as they scatter like fucking cockroaches. My brother jumps out of the car. My father jumps out of the car. Charlie jumps out of the car, and they chase these kids. Michelle and I are sitting in the back seat going, wow, this is going to turn out really cool.
Oh my God.
Finally. Yeah. So finally, they've got 1, 2, 3, 4, about 6 kids that my brother and my father caught. And Charlie says, come on, we're going to go take care of business. So we get up there. I had to walk like half a block. And meanwhile, my father's car is on the sidewalk. All the doors are open. Fucking greatest day of my life.
Oh my goodness.
So we walk up there. My father's got one of these kids. He's holding him by the top shirt, like the part of his shirt, by
the
his shoulder.
collar. Yeah.
The collar. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
And he's got him up against this big tree. Like literally his shirt is like tearing apart. And this kid couldn't have been older than 13.
Oh my God.
And my father says to me, is this the son of a bitch who took your fucking your candy? And I'm going, yeah, he took my candy. So my father he's like, give me all your candy right now.
Oh, damn, he shook him down.
He took every piece of his candy, dumped it on the floor,
Wow.
and he stepped on
He
all
stepped
of
on it.
And my brother's got his hand around his neck the whole time going, you ever fuck with my brother again, I will beat the fucking shit out of you. I don't remember exactly word for word, but basically he threatened this kid's life with his hand around his neck.
Oh, he didn't hit him.
Yeah. No, never hit the kids, but scared the piss out of them.
Wow.
They were crying. They could have practically pissed their pants at that point. Once that car went up on the sidewalk, they must have been shitting bricks at that point. But when they got caught, I think they were really afraid that my father and my brother were going to beat the living hell out of them.
Oh, I bet. I'm sure they were scared. Terrified even.
That was one of the greatest Halloween days of my life.
Damn. Now, that's a good story.
Hell yeah. And the other kids too. There was like 6 of them, I'd say. And he made them all dump their candy out, and then he stepped on it and he spit on it. He's like, you touch my son again. Huh?
I said, he spit on it.
My brother Frank and my father both were spitting on the candy. I'm surprised they didn't make the kid go down and eat the candy after my father spit on it, because that's the kind of family I grew up in.
Damn, Mike. Sounds pretty hardcore.
You did not fuck with my family.
Good Lord, Mike.
Oh my God, what a good time that was.
Lord. And
I didn't get much candy that Halloween, but I had a great time that day.
Made a long-lasting memory there.
Hell yeah.
You scarred a few kids. Well, at least your parent, your dad and brother did.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Yeah, Halloween is an incredible time. Love Halloween.
Unfortunately, scumbags like those kids who ruined it for so many good neighborhoods.
Yeah, I can imagine that.
Now they call it trick or trunk, where you got to pull your cars up into a lot, open the trunk, have candy
trick
there,
or trunk.
And then the kids walk from car to car getting candy. What a jip.
Yeah, trick or trunk. Wow. Yeah, I love Halloween. That was a good one, my friend.
Do kids go trick or treating by you?
No,
Like in your
unfortunately,
neighborhood?
no, not anymore.
Hmm.
Not anymore, unfortunately. It's one of those things now where parents take their kids to like school now for that sort of deal. It's pretty much bullshit.
It is.
Yeah, so Halloween in that regard is pretty much gone. And to those who were able to sort of celebrate it during its golden years, much respect to all of you out there. We had good things in this country at one time, Mike.
Right.
We had it all at one time. And now it's been stolen. We've been sold out, Mike, essentially.
I just saw a clip today on I was flipping through YouTube and there was a TikTok clip that there was a Muslim woman complaining about her neighbor's outdoor Halloween decorations. And she says something like, look at this shit. Why would you do this? What's good about this? What's good about it? Fucking white people.
Oh.
I'm like, go back to your fucking shithole country, Afghanistan.
Hey, white people.
Yeah, I'm so sick of these fucking Muslims. And by the way, that's not a racist thing to say because Muslims is not a race.
Well, I'm glad you're clarifying that, Mike.
Well, being Muslim is an ideology for religion. If I were saying Arabs suck or Afghans suck or Jordans
well, thank
suck,
you for clarifying that even further.
Well, I'm just saying, if I were to say that would be racist.
You could say more stuff, Mike, by the way. Continue to do more of that.
No, I'm just saying, I'm clarifying it. I'm certainly
I get it, Michael. I get it. Believe me.
I'm not being racist against Arabs. I'm being racist against Muslims.
I'm glad you're very specific. Yes.
Well, I don't want people saying, "Oh, well, you're racist against brown people." No, Muslims can be any color.
We get it, Mike. We get it. It's all right.
Good. All right. Just making sure.
We get it. Believe me. We've got it for the last like 2 minutes now.
Okay. Just like what the hell are they called? Anti-trans, transphobia,
Transformers.
Transformers.
Right. Amazing. But yes, I've got a lot of good memories stemming from Halloween, and one of the most recent ones, however, was back in 2021, Mike. I went to Coronado Island. That's in San Diego, and I stayed in the very famous Hotel del Coronado, very haunted place, they claim. And Mike,
story. This happened only a couple years ago.
It happened just a few years ago, and that was the first time I've ever dropped acid, by the way.
Huh?
That was incredible, Mike. I got to be honest with you. And doing it again on Hallows Eve, dressed up as a NASA astronaut in a very fancy hotel. Forget about it, Mike.
An astronaut.
An astronaut.
I said an astronaut.
A Nazi. Since the Nazis helped us develop NASA, essentially. So yes, I was dressed up as a flying Nazi. Good hotel, though. I mean, I had fun there. It was great, very fancy, Mike. And dropping acid there was the chef's kiss, per se. One of the best nights I've ever had, period. And that's how you celebrate it, folks.
Saw something, right?
What's that?
This was the night you saw something, did you not?
Oh, I saw a weird sort of thing out by the window. Well, not by my window, but out by the sort of beach area where we ran around, completely frying on acid. I saw a line of people in dark hoods, by the way. And one of them was drumming. So I witnessed some sort of a ritual going on.
It wasn't like a death metal band?
No. Too many people all lined up in a single filed line. That much discipline. It seemed like these people were there for a very specific reason. But yeah, seeing all that on acid was pretty insane, Mike.
Now, I've got to ask you a very serious question. I'm not kidding when I ask you this. Do you think it had anything to do with you tripping on acid?
No, because other people saw it too.
Okay.
So it's not something I just imagined. I mean, I wish I could imagine that, but that's not the case.
They weren't on acid, were they?
No.
Okay.
And I'm not advocating anyone to do anything, by the way. I'm not promoting anyone to say or do anything I'm talking about. This is just for the record, just to keep it real with all of you.
Well, acid is for batteries. It is not for dropping.
Correct. That's for your appliances only.
Don't run with scissors.
Exactly. Exactly, Mike. You got it. You've learned.
I'm part of it.
Yeah. You're part of the team here, Mike. But I would hate to advocate that for anyone out there. We have this guy that's been in here who is catching the live show for the first time in a long time, I believe, or maybe just the first time in general, since he listens to the podcast version of the program. And he's saying, keep in mind, there are some evil pucks. He spelled that incorrectly. He meant to say evil ducks that will use Halloween for the purpose of doing evil. Just plain evil. I'm not worried, but I know they're out there. November 1st is All Saints Day.
So wait a minute. He's saying that he's using the Christian cross. Keep in mind. I guess there are people who still do things like that.
Probably. I don't doubt it.
Truth be told, I think the bigger crime is men and women who are chopping off their genitalia and doing those strange things on Halloween. So I'm not sure what the actual message is he's trying to put forth here.
I think he wants you to go to Jesus, by the way.
Can you be more specific?
I think he did mention that, by the way. I think he wanted you to turn to the Lord, to the light.
Yeah, unfortunately, I can't find the Lord in the light.
It's too late for Mike, by the way.
Too late.
I appreciate the gesture, the nice words for Mike here, but he essentially has sold his soul to the devil, so you know how that goes. And he's all right with that. He's doing fine so far. So far, so good, you know? What are you doing back there, by the way?
I'm reading.
What are you fidgeting with?
Me?
Yeah, I'm hearing something flipping around.
That was me eating an M&M.
Oh, okay. You're eating an M&M.
I apologize.
A plain one or a good one?
Peanut butter one.
Oh, nice.
I want to know what Victoria Grimes is saying. I don't give a fuck who hates us. They don't pay my bills, so they're unimportant to me. Who is us?
Yeah, who's us?
Victoria.
Who are you talking about?
Just curious. If you don't want to say it, that's fine too, but I'm just curious who us is.
That's what I'm wondering. Who is us? Anyways, I'm looking for that photograph you sent me, and I think I might have found it, by the way. This is Halloween 1977, you say?
Yeah.
All right, I think I do have that photo. Let's try to put this up here for you. People can see Myke way back in 1977, fully dressed in a Kiss costume.
It's the homemade Kiss.
A homemade one.
It's best.
His sweet mother made this for him.
Oh, I see. Victoria says, I was referring to Dublin's hate for Sudanese. Got it.
Oh, okay. And there he is. Look at that. With the platforms.
There I am.
Wow.
Little kid. I borrowed my cousin's platform boots. Put tin foil on them. Made them look like Kiss boots.
There you go.
Now that house that I'm standing in front of, that's the house I lived in.
Okay.
That's the house that has just only been knocked down, completely leveled.
So that's probably a bit of a bummer for you.
It is. I grew up in that house. And I don't know if I ever told you this, Michael. After my mother died in 2011,
2011,
My,
yeah.
my father lived there for like another year, year and a half. And we had to get him out because the house was too big. He was all alone. We got him out of that house. When we got him out of that house, a black family moved into the house. A couple months down the road, and stop me if I told you this already. Maybe I told you.
I don't remember that.
All right. A couple months down the road, a situation took place that made frontline news, headline news, made it to the TV and everything. A 12-year-old girl was shot point blank and killed. No cops had no leads, had no idea who did it. 2 weeks down the road, this youth walks into the police station in Patterson.
This youth, what does that mean?
A black kid.
You could say he's black. It's okay.
Well, the reason I said it is because that's how they refer to them on television now.
Oh, okay.
You know, only when they're black. A youth.
A youth, okay.
So he walked into the Patterson Police Department and said, I killed that 12-year, mind you, he was 18 years old. I killed that girl.
Wow.
That piece of shit, that scumbag fuck was living in my house that I used to live in, the home that my father had built, the home that I grew up in, my brothers grew up in, my whole family grew up in, a house of love and family. And that fucking piece of shit murdering fuckface was living in my former house. Long story short, time went by. The house was vacant for, I don't know, for a little while. And just recently we saw my uncle went past it. He still lives out there. They leveled the whole house. They're probably going to build low-income housing and import more Muslims into the home.
Maron.
Indeed.
Understood. And would you have felt the same if it was like a tranny, a transformer?
Say again?
I said, would you feel this sort of way if it was like a transformer?
Listen, and I'm sure you'll agree with me when I say this. I got nothing against gay people. I don't care.
Well, used to be one. Myke went gay for a while.
It's not true.
That's what I heard.
Okay.
I heard stories about you from the limelight.
When you start when you start cutting off body parts.
Oh, I know, Myke. I know.
Thinking that
obviously, yes,
the opposite sex, which you are not. Just because you cut your tallywhacker off doesn't mean you're a woman, and vice versa. And then they start with the rainbow-colored hair and 700 piercings in their head all over the place, carrying flags that every color in the rainbow next to the Palestinian flag and the I Hate Jews flag and the Support Gaza flag and trans flag.
Personally, I'm Jewish, I'm a trans woman, and I'm queer, and those are related.
Exactly.
Oh, thank you.
Once they start doing all that shit, I'm sorry, I have no respect.
You checked out.
Yeah. I think those people are now you would ask me would it be different if it was a trans? These people, in my opinion, I think they have mental issues. I seriously do.
Would you have burned the house down if that were the case? Did you ever feel like burning the house down?
No. I will tell you this, though. Ever since we moved my pop out of that house in 2012, I have not been able to go back because there were so many nostalgic memories for me in that house. I grew up there, be it only like 22 years of my life, but I grew up there. And
so it's near and dear to your heart, in other words.
It was. At the same time, I'm trying to convince myself this was just material. It was just a house,
Well, it is.
It's kind of difficult, though. You people tend to hold nostalgic memories in their heart and in their mind. And when you see a house that your father and mother had built,
yeah,
and then it's leveled,
it hits a little different, is what you're saying.
Yeah, and not only that, but that having a scumbag murderer live in my house made it even more difficult.
No, I agree. Murder is bad. So yes, I would
Mm.
probably harbor the same sort of resentment if it was my home and somebody was living there and, spitting on the floor, pissing on the ground, and then murdering somebody. Not that they were doing that, but there's some people that
12-year-old girl.
there's some people that spit in their own home, like they said in The Sopranos.
Mm-hmm. But I mean that 12-year-old girl, she was innocent. She was just out there on the street playing, and she got in the way of a bullet. Bang. Dead.
Wow. And that's
And
what
as
happens.
I said, it was front headline news, in the papers, on television. Big deal. The cops had no idea who it was.
And how did you find out?
That's a good question. I don't know how my family found out, but it was my brother, my second oldest brother, Steve, who told
Right.
me about it. And he is still in contact with people who live in New Jersey that still live in the area close to my old town of Patterson.
Ah,
And they would pass. My house used to be right on the street that was a main drag to get from the highway to inner Patterson.
yeah.
Anyway, I it's just kind of hard for me because, as I said, I grew up there. It was my life, my childhood. And when you look back, your childhood, why is Jelly Roll up there?
Because we're going to talk about him right now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're going to switch gears right now. Go ahead.
Okay, just saying. It's just hard because when you're a child, you have all these memories of your childhood and growing up,
That's right.
and you'll remember that for the rest of your life.
I know. I know what you mean. I
Have
know
you
exactly what you
always-
mean.
Have your parents always lived in the house that they live in?
No. So I could sort of relate to you.
Okay.
They didn't always live there, but they essentially moved back to the house they once owned. And
But you lived there.
I
with
lived
them,
there,
right?
yes.
But let me rephrase that. You were born and raised and lived in that house where your parents are at.
Word.
Right? Okay. So you understand what I'm saying.
Oh, I do.
The house that your parents live in now,
Mhm.
where you grew up,
That's right.
that's your nostalgic memories from
It
your
is.
childhood.
Oh, yes. And there's nothing like it, by the way. I love being here at Huntington Beach, love where I'm at right now. But there's always going to be something special and meaningful once you go back to your childhood home.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, absolutely.
If I may just make a comment back to Dora Saxon. You're right. Patterson, New Jersey was always known as a tough town. In fact, it's also a famous town called Silk City. There were more silk factories in Patterson, and they created and produced more silk in Patterson, New Jersey than in China at the time. And it became so packed with people that lived there working in the factories that after the factories closed down, that's when the ghettos began to emerge.
China.
And it got worse, and not in China, no, in Patterson. China. But yeah, and I just recently heard that the mayor in Patterson, who, if I remember correctly, is a Muslim,
Yeah.
has now established Patterson as being one of the first New Jersey cities to be primarily all Muslim.
Hey,
Wake up, people.
congrats.
Wake up, people. It's coming. Rest in peace, England. Rest in peace, France. Rest in peace, Sweden and Spain, and soon to be New York City. R.I.P.
Good. Good. I'm glad. The East Coast sucks.
I
Yeah.
still love going to New York.
That's over now.
Forget it. Once, if this guy wins, remember the word I used to tell you about? Takia?
I hope it happens.
Be careful what you ask for, Michael.
Hey, well, I'm hoping for the worst.
If it comes to you,
Let it
in your
happen.
town, I don't think.
Let it happen.
No, you don't want.
Let it all happen. I don't care.
You'll never be doing this show again.
I
You'll
don't
never be
care.
Drinking.
I don't need the show.
You're full of shit.
I don't need to do any of this.
You're full of shit.
As long as I got
You're so
whiskey, everything's good.
You can't drink when there's Sharia law.
As long as I got this golden golden stuff here. Matter of fact, let's do another because
Cheers.
I'm gonna need one right now. Actually,
I'm gonna take a drink too. Cheers.
thank you, sir. Clink, clink, clink. You know what that
Ching,
means?
ching-a-ling,
Chink, chink, chink.
Chink, chink-a-link, chink, chink.
I could say that my eyes are, kind of stretched back. That means I'm Asian.
And yes, Dublin Fitzpatrick, I agree. If you hate it here so much, get out.
You could chink it up somewhere else.
Go back to the wonderful country whose flag you're waving.
Chink it up. I like that.
Yep, that's right, Bo Jackson. I've seen those images. You've got the call to prayer coming at 5 a.m., and you've got Muslims praying in the middle of the streets in New York City, blocking traffic. Like I said, rest in peace.
Well, I'd rather have a bunch of Muslims than have a bunch of
No, you don't.
satanic homosexuals running around.
Oh, F you. I'd be the best satanic homosexual you'd ever
I don't
see.
need homo Satanists running around here. Not around these parts.
Believe me.
Keep the homo Satanists out and the Muslims in, as I like to call it.
I know.
I need more Muslims here, actually. We need all the Muslims from the Caucasus Mountains out here.
Because you do know they were part of creating this great country, right?
Absolutely. They founded it.
Yeah. It's funny because there's not one Muslim person mentioned in any of the previous history of America being built. Yet they now claim to say that we built America, just like the former slaves say that they built America.
It was actually it was my relatives who actually discovered this place. The Asians discovered this place way before Columbus, long time before.
At least in California, yeah.
No, they discovered all this.
Is that so? I thought
Look it up.
blacks and the Muslims did.
No, look it up. The Asians, my people, discovered this place. Not that greaseball, Columbus. Not that dirty wop. It was the fun rice people that founded this country. And that's a fact, Jack. Look it up. So yes, Mike, let's have some fun.
Let's
have some fun. So boom, there he is, the man of the hour.
Dora, you spelt my name wrong. It's not H-Y-D. It's H-I.
I'm going to start spelling it that way now. So there he is, Mike.
What's up with Jelly Roll?
Look at the transfer. Look at the transformation, Mike. Look at the transformation. Yes, wow. Jelly Roll.
I gotta admit, he looks a lot better.
There he is, folks. There he is. Look at that.
The only thing that I'm sure he's probably suffering from right now is like giant sagging skin.
Ooh, yeah, that skin is saggy. So, yes, ladies and gentlemen, what you're seeing here is Jelly Roll, the country music sensation rapper whose real name is Jason D. Ford. He's gone in just a crazy, stunning transformation, they're saying, nearly losing 200 pounds since 2022, Mike. Yeah. Give him a hand. Give him a hand.
Good for him.
Good for him.
I think we pressed him so hard.
You see, Mike?
We did it.
We
did it, Mike.
That's what the internet is for, by the way. We bullied this man until he had to lose weight. I would like to say thank you to all the people online that were bullying this man to the point that he had no other choice but to get on Ozempic, maybe even have a few surgeries, causing him to lose all this weight. At one time, he was tipping the scales at 550 pounds, I had read.
Wow.
Isn't that crazy?
Yet, he still wasn't as fat as that disgusting fat woman, the rapper. Fuck was her name? Blunt something?
Yeah. Day Blunt.
The one who wanted to sue the Uber driver because she.
Oh no, that's a different. This is a man. We were talking about that girl.
That girl. Jelly Roll was still less than she was.
That's right. I agree.
And she was shorter than him too.
Oh my God. Can you imagine?
What a disgusting pig she is.
What is that like to have, to have fornicate with a sort of a barnyard animal like that?
Yeah, right? Like having sex with a fat giant pig.
How's that possible, man?
I don't know, bro, but
I'm
I don't
seriously,
wanna find out.
I'm just seriously like thinking about it. Like, how do you
And yet-
stick your cock in that?
And yet some of these women think they're so goddamn hot looking.
I know that's where we made the mistake of giving this sort of false narrative to
Yep.
these big bitches. By the way,
Yep.
these sort of wildebeest cows,
And you've said it
like the women
yourself.
from Portland.
You've said it yourself how women hate each other.
They
And
do.
they'll be like, one, thinner woman will say to a fat woman, "Oh, girl, you look good.
Oh, girl, you be
look,
looking good, slay.
you look good with your giant rolls sticking out of your underwear and your bra. Yeah, girl, you look you rock
You
it,
go,
bitch.
girl. You look good.
mhm. Snapping it up, bitch, motherfucker."
That's right. That's right.
You like that imitation? I
That's
did?
pretty
That
good.
was my
That's pretty good.
my ghetto bitch.
My
imitation.
nigga.
That was my ghetto Crockett.
That's right.
Jasmine Crockett imitation.
And look, I get it. Everyone loves a good comeback story, but Jelly Roll's transformation. Mike, I got to be honest. The whole thing reeks of some serious, I dare say, meth head energy. Look at him. He looks like he's been smoking meth.
Well, I don't know. It's not a very good picture to judge him by.
I know it's kind of hard to sort of judge him by, but he looks like the kind of guy that is no stranger to the glass pipe, if you know what I mean.
You think so?
Yeah. Definitely a meth head at one time. It just seems I've seen his type before, Mike. I know this kind of guy before. I met this kind of guy before.
Well, there's no doubt it'll definitely help you lose.
Wigger, rapper.
500 pounds.
He's the wigger rapper type of guy.
Those people.
Well, that's what you're looking at. That's what he is.
Yeah, and he's
Meth
destroyed
looking
country
guy.
music. He destroyed country music by adding rap to it. Worst fucking bullshit music in the history of music.
And it's true, by the way. There's a lot of those kind of people running around El Centro, Max. We're not far from the Salton Sea. Yep, and he does try to talk black. This is true. Absolutely,
Jelly Roll?
all the people that are rappers, that they're white, they all try to talk, like they're black.
Yeah.
I get that. They're a part. They're trying to be a part of the culture, that sort of deal. I get it.
Which they're not.
They're not, obviously not, but they like to pretend they are. And that's fine, they're doing their thing. He's making a lot of money. What can I say,
Sad state of affairs.
He's doing what God wants him to do. This is God's will now. But yes, the guy goes from looking like he spends every night at a gas station eating Hot Pockets and getting into like sketchy confrontations over glass pipes or anything else. It's almost too good to be true that he lost over like 200 pounds already. I'm thinking, what's the catch?
You think so?
Yeah.
Listen, man,
let's be real for a minute here. He looks like a possible drug addict of sorts.
I lost more than 10 pounds in like 2 weeks, in less than a week, when I was sick. Luckily, I've been able to keep it off. So, if he's literally like on Ozempic,
I'm thinking that's what it is. It's those drugs, it's Ozempic, and maybe even surgery. We don't know yet.
But you got to stop eating a lot of fatty
Like
food.
shit, yeah.
Right. Now, I'll be the first to admit my diet isn't exactly great. I'm eating M&Ms right now.
Yeah, you're eating M&Ms, being fat.
But that's okay. It's the season.
I know, it's time for you to... Yeah, I agree. It's time to eat candy. It's one of the Lord's favorite holidays.
Is that so? I didn't know that.
In my mind, it is.
Okay.
I could be wrong.
But all I'm saying is that there's a method to it, and in my case, I lost it being sick and not eating anything for days at a time, just soup. And that's a great way to lose weight. Is just eating soup, salad, and making sure that you get plenty of exercise. So maybe he's on that. Maybe he's on that road.
He's on that Holocaust diet. He might be.
Who is that? Something Girl Days, Rock Girl Days says too pale. Again, I think it's a really bad picture to judge.
It's kind of a bad picture, but again, when you lose that much weight, your body is left looking like a deflated balloon.
Especially if you're really, really, really fat like he was.
Like he was, yeah. You know that should be saggy.
I was just gonna say the rolls that were once there are now flaps of skin.
He looks like he looks like Iggy Pop when he takes off his shirt.
Oh no way. Poor Iggy. Iggy's like 80 now.
Well, his shit's all sagging. I mean, yeah. So
I know. You got to put a shirt on. He can't wear no shirt no more.
That's right. Well, thank God that Jelly Roll is clothed for this. You can see a lot of sagging skin there.
Mm-hmm.
My God. You can almost see it in his eyes, by the way, that there's something off. There's something off about this man.
I was happy when I found out that I lost weight. I've been wanting to lose weight, and I've been lucky to keep it off.
Well, I'm glad you got your figure just right, Mike. Your feminine figure.
I think that I tend to become a little bit more, what's the word, aware of if I get chubby or not, you know? And I think that comes from being the performer that I was and always having to look good to get on stage, because nobody wants to see some fat guy with no shirt on.
No, hell no. We don't really want to see fat people, period, though. That's right.
Period.
Let's just be honest.
Yeah, let's be straight up about it.
Yeah, I mean, let's not being around the bush here.
Well, there's a famous black R&B singer.
Okay.
I have no idea who she is because I really don't care. But she was gigantic. She was like two trailers put together.
She was like 5 Jelly Rolls.
Exactly.
Okay.
Just this big, fat, disgusting blob. And she would wear these incredibly skimpy outfits.
Oy vey.
Now,
well, she was proud, Mike. She's a proud big woman.
That's what I was just going to say. She was a proud black woman.
She's a proud black woman, yeah.
Saying how good I look even though I'm 500 pounds. So she drew in an audience of 500-pound followers. Now she's lost like 300 pounds. And her audience is leaving because they're like, oh, you know, you're making us look bad.
You skinny bitch.
These people are so stupid because they really think that being fat, there's nothing wrong with it. It is so bad for you. And I even saw one stupid, dumbass chick on TikTok saying, you know what they're trying to do? They're trying to get rid of us.
Oh, no.
They're trying to get rid of fat people. They're trying to kill us. That's what
my
doing.
God.
See? Total leftoid mentality. Absolute stupid ass.
They're trying to get rid of me. Love that.
I'm reading the comments everybody's been making. So yeah. Oh my goodness. There's a couple of like large performers, singers.
Large and in charge.
Yeah, both black and white.
Okay.
And they're losing weight.
By the way, we just had a missed call here.
Uh-oh.
Are we going to have to call you back? Is that what we're doing?
I'll say real quick so you can call them back. These people that are the fans who are followers of these once fat people who are now losing weight, their fans are leaving them because they're like, oh, you don't support me anymore.
That happens with actors, by the way, once they start losing weight, if they're like giant fat fucks to begin with. They lose weight and then the fans turn their backs. It's a quite common thing.
Do you understand that?
Oh, I do. Oh, I don't understand it, but I understand that happens, though, to actors. Notoriously, once they lose a crazy amount of weight, the fans will turn on them. And by the way, we are joined by a caller who just called a few moments ago. Caller, are you on the line?
No.
They hung up. They hung up on us, Mike.
Damn. Oh, he really gave you the cold shoulder.
Not really.
Are you going to call him back?
You know I am.
Okay, do it.
No, they were tired of waiting. Are you there this time?
Hello, Satan?
Are you looking for Satan?
Satan with Jack Daniels, yes.
Yeah, he's here. It's true. How can we help you?
What is this noise?
Is who? Are you alive? I think
Hello?
I think this guy might have autism.
Predation.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna cut you loose.
All right. Yeah. Good talking.
Yeah. Good.
Thanks
Good
for calling.
chat. Yeah. Good chat.
Okay. What did he say? Dublin Satan? Dublin Jack Daniels?
No
The fuck
idea.
did he say?
No clue.
All I heard was.
That's all I heard. I heard a lot of gobbledygook, as they say.
Gobbly gooply gobble.
Yeah, it was some sort of goy slop, but we got rid of it.
Goy slop.
So yes, Mike, this transformation doesn't feel that organic. By the way, it feels like it wasn't exactly all "quote-unquote" hard work. I feel like there's a few glass pipes being used. That's just my opinion, not a fact.
Yeah, allegedly.
Allegedly, yes.
But, he's part of the upper class, so to speak, the nonchalance. But
So he
he's
used
probably-
Ozempic, in other words.
I was just about to say it's more than likely that he went the way that all the fucking
Celebrities,
movie stars and celebrities are doing
Great.
at this point. And as you also just mentioned, it is very possible that he could have gotten some of it removed surgically.
Yeah, he's got the money.
We don't know that.
Yeah,
for
we
sure,
don't know.
but I'm sure that there's a 100 other celebrities that we could say did that.
Absolutely. Abso-goddamn-lutely. And I still haven't heard one song from Jelly Roll that
Me
I would
neither.
consider.
I'm proud to say.
Well, I mean, I've heard a song, but I meant like I haven't heard a song that's good. I don't think that exists, by the way.
Okay. I can honestly say I haven't even heard
A song.
that he's
Wow.
done. I don't care.
Good for you. That's pretty good, Mike.
Thanks, buddy. I also got to honestly say I do not know one Taylor Swift song.
I don't either, actually.
Good for you.
I mean, I've heard like a song come on the radio, and I turned it down, bud.
Did you see she's losing fans as well?
For what? Being
Like-
white?
Like literally hemorrhaging fans.
Why?
Because apparently now, since she got married to that football player,
Oh,
she apparently, and this is what I'm being told, I don't know
Allegedly.
how true it is, but from what I understand, she's going far right,
oh.
and she's now
Well, she's notoriously a very hardcore like liberal, so this is kind of
not
odd to
anymore.
hear.
Not
What happened?
anymore, Michael?
There was a change.
Well, here's the story I got. So, as you may or may not know, before she was married to this football player whose name escapes me, she was very about, the strong, independent American woman. Basically,
Right.
in other words, a woman who will never get married, have children, to make a family, show her husband that she loves him by raising the family, and then eventually dying old with a bunch of cats. So, Taylor Swift, before the election in November,
Yeah.
the president, everybody was wondering which way is Taylor Swift going to go. Is she going to go with Harris and support women, or is she going to go with the Nazi Hitler guy known as Donald Trump? Well, she chose Harris and Tampon Tim, and of course, all the liberal, screaming, empty-headed twats in her audience were like, "Yay! You're women power! Hooray!" So, it turns out, then she gets married to the guy, the football player, the famous
Travis
football
Kelsey,
player.
some shit like that, yeah.
Okay, Travis. And apparently now even her songs are changing from being strong, independent women.
And where'd you hear this?
It's all over the place, bro. Like everybody's talking about, like on every podcast, on every radio station, on every TV station, they're all talking about it, or at least they were. I don't know how popular it is now, but ultimately,
Well, I don't know.
long story short,
I don't listen or read about her, so I have no idea. So this is news to me.
really, I don't care about her either. Believe me, she's the furthest thing from my mind. But she happened to be for like a week. She was like, big news, and it's all because she started changing the lyrics to her songs to talk about love.
Wow.
And how she wants to be with her
I had no
man.
idea.
And that was not something she sang about. She was young and independent. And of course, when you're making millions and millions and millions and millions of dollars,
Sure.
yes, you can be single and a woman and doing your own thing. But I'm sorry to say it, and I might piss off a few women out there who are listening. And I'm sorry to say this. If you don't believe it, well, you might as you get older. The thing is, men and women in a perfect world are meant to procreate, to carry on not only their own heritage, but the heritage of their species and their race. Otherwise, the race dies out. So women are a very important part in the marriage to bear children, help raise them, and help keep the household with the man. I'm not saying that, women need to be barefooted and pregnant in the kitchen.
In the kitchen, yeah.
I'm not saying that in any way. I love women. I think women are great. But if you're going to be an independent, blue-haired, septum-pierced lunatic, their thing is, oh, I got pregnant, I'm just going to go get an abortion. That's their mentality. And I'm not even going to get into it. But the fact of the matter is, Taylor Swift has been singing about songs pertaining to love and how happy she is to be a part of this man's life and so on. And now her fans all of a sudden are calling her a Nazi, a traitor, a far-right Trump supporter.
Okay,
blah,
good.
blah, blah, blah.
Good for her. Good for her.
Yeah, that's what I said.
That's nice.
Don't even care.
Yeah, I have a hard time caring. I didn't even know that this was even a thing.
Yeah.
Well,
I
good
just
for
happened
her.
to notice. I just happened to notice it was popping up on like everything I was passing in like all the news channels that I was watching on YouTube.
I see. Well, this popped up for
Holy
me, by the
crap.
way.
What the hell is that?
Guess who, Mike?
Let me guess. Don't tell me. I don't know.
This is Kanye West's daughter.
Oh, of course it is.
Kim Kardashian's daughter.
Her teeth are black.
This is who they popped out of there. And normally I wouldn't show you this sort of thing since this is still just a kid, but from what I could tell from this point of view, she's not headed towards the right direction, to be honest with you.
Blue hair,
this would
nose piercing.
This would be a bad thing. This would
There's a
be
saying.
a very bad thing. So maybe Kanye was right in the fact that he was trying to like save the daughter. He was trying to be there in her life, and Kim was keeping away from him. And now I see why.
Yep.
I see what he was talking about. And by the way, we are joined. Mike,
Okay,
silence. Caller, go ahead. You are live here. What's going on? Caller,
Hello there.
there you
Michael.
are. Yes, hi.
Yeah.
You okay? Are you okay, my friend?
Can you hear me?
I hear you. Now I do.
There's
How's it going?
a lot of static.
A lot of static.
Too many feds on here. Shit. Can you call me back?
Sure. He wants me to call him back. I wonder why his phone's bad. I don't even know who that was. Was that the sad Hawaiian?
I know.
Can't take.
Oh, he's calling me back from another line here. Hopefully a landline. Are you alive?
Oh my God. I had to.
You should probably turn down the stream in the background, by the way. If you haven't already.
By the way, what is that? That is a crazy sound.
There's a crazy sound going on.
I love it.
But there's a sound going on, is that what you're saying?
What are you
I'll
hearing?
tell you one thing here.
Yeah.
Oh my God. This is awesome.
What happened?
I
don't know what's going on with the callers here. They're hearing something that we're not, Mike.
I'm telling you, man, it's got to be something to do with that whole Amazon internet thing.
You know what, Mike? That's a good proposal. I think it might be affecting it somehow.
Very possible. I've heard so many different complaints.
That's really weird.
No, he's gone.
Yeah, he's gone. I believe that was Max, by the way, calling in.
Hard to tell.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on here. Calls haven't been working here. I think our audio's kind of screwed up here, Mike.
Possible. As I said, I've heard a lot of people talking kinds of issues on the internet.
Yeah, lots of server issues going on. Amazon, most notably, they were having all kinds of trouble. We're getting jammed by the feds, they're saying. It sounded like somebody was spitting into the phone or a soundbite. That's not a good sign. Well, we apologize, Max, and whoever else was trying to call in. But yes, continuing here, this is daughter Northwest, by the way, Kim Kardashian's offspring.
Northwest, is that her name?
Northwest.
That's a great, I gotta admit, that is kind of great.
Northwest.
But I do want to say this. There's a new saying out. Blue hair and nose ring detected, opinion rejected.
Love that.
Yeah, me too.
I
use
like
it all
that.
the time now.
So yes, this is a very young girl, very headed down the wrong path in life, I think.
Absolutely. And why do these women think that by using the little baby hairs up on the top of their head, flattening them out?
The baby hair.
That's what they are. That's what they
Oh,
call
I
them,
know,
baby
I
hairs.
know. It's
Michael Jackson started that trend. Why do they think that looks attractive?
I have no idea, but the fact that they're letting their little kid play with fake tattoos and piercings, that's, again, not really the place you want to allow your kid to go down, especially when she's like 12.
And why paint your teeth black?
Again, I have no idea.
You know what, bro? Her father's Conway West. Why would I ask that question? Obvious. It's all mental retardation.
Pretty much. Pretty much.
And I have no problem saying that.
I have no idea, but I fear for the child. It's like anybody in that vicinity, anyone who comes into the radar of any Kardashian, they ruin men left and right, Mike. It's insane. It's insane. But yes, let's get rid of this photograph. I don't want to even look at it. It's pretty messed up, man.
Amen.
It is pretty messed up. But yes, I do apologize for those people who called and things weren't exactly working. We apologize for that. But Mike, I'm looking at the time here, and time has escaped us yet again.
Crap. Wow, I can't believe 2 hours flew by.
Seriously.
Wow, bro. That's nuts.
It's very nuts.
What are you going to do?
What are you going to do?
What are you going to do?
Big deal.
You know what I'm saying? What are you going to do?
Big deal, big deal. So, Mike, once again, I do thank you for being a part of the program and helping me bring the house down just one more time here.
Yes, sir. My pleasure.
It's been a good time. Time just flew on by.
Absolutely.
My God, Mike. So go ahead and plug anything you like, my friend.
Well, thank you. I will do just that. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for listening and or tuning in at a later point. Thank you very much to Michael for having me on as co-host. If you're interested, my Halloween special on my podcast, number 2 special.
Yeah, your second special.
Yeah, we did 2. This is the second one is coming out on Monday.
Your third special.
7 p.m. Eastern Time, 4 p.m. Pacific Time. That'll be episode number 32.
32.
On October 27th. And also, if you're interested in getting anything on my website, MykeHideous.com, I suggest doing it soon, because in the beginning of the year, we'll no longer be there. So check out MykeHideous.com. Last but not least, if you like, you can try to reach me on Facebook, facebook.com/HideousMyke.
Boomer Book.
And you can also, what does Boomer Book mean?
Means Facebook.
No, what does Boomer mean?
Boomer is a old sort of person.
You know, I'm not an old person. I'm not a boomer.
You're a boomer.
X. No, I'm a Gen X.
Well, you don't have to be a quote-unquote boomer to be a boomer.
Oh, is that so?
Usually, again, it's, if you were born, around 1946,
My oldest brother's a boomer. I'm a Gen X.
Well, again, you have the boomer mind, though.
That doesn't make me a boomer. It just makes me a wise person.
Ah, okay. A wise person in any event.
In any event. What the fuck was I saying? Yeah, you can get me on facebook.com/HideousMyke, or you might more than likely be able to find me on my Instagram account on these days, which is #MykeHideousOfficial. And on that note, I want to say happy Halloween to everyone out there. Be safe, be careful, watch your back, and thanks very much, everyone.
Very nice. Thank you so much, Mike. I will see you on the other side.
All right, Michael. Talk to you soon.
Mahalo. And there he goes, boys and girls. That was Mr. Myke Hideous. He's left the building. Very, very nice. It was a good time. We're here for, it's kind of a long time. We're here for a while. But yes, it's that time to wrap it up. I hope you enjoyed that program. This program, the one that we're on currently. It's been a good one. And I apologize to those who tried calling in. I'm not sure what's going on with the line, by the way. It might be something having to do with probably an update on the laptop. I'm using an external computer here to run the program, and sometimes that laptop is a little bit screwy, but yes, I would have loved to hear from all of you, by the way, trust me. I would have enjoyed it, but, shit happens. Sometimes things don't work, sometimes technology doesn't work, and technology will fail eventually, I'm afraid to say. But yes, folks, it was a good one. I loved it. I had a great time. I hope you did too. And yes, that is the sound of the music. That means it's time to wrap it up. Boys and girls, much love to you, no matter where you are on this planet Earth. I advise you that tomorrow I'll be talking to Mr. Marshall Masters. That will be on Patreon. Patreon.com/Michael Decon. Marshall Masters is in the dugout. And I do have another guest that will be joining me on October 31st, by the way, that might be on Patreon as well. We'll see what happens. That's going to be another doozy with my friend Elizabeth, an artist who goes around and photographs hookers in Thailand, prostitutes, porn stars, you name it. That's going to be a good one with Elizabeth. Yes. October 31st will return, but I'll make sure to upload a few things for you guys before that time. Just keep a lookout here. If you have not subscribed to the podcast version of the program, that's the Michael Decon program, rather, wherever you listen to podcasts, and of course here on the JW Tube. Yes, the JW Tube. Make sure to subscribe here. A lot of people lost the program. They're like, what happened to the program? The channel was nuked, essentially. The JWs found it and reported me. Can you believe that? I wonder why. Anywho, go to michaeldecon.com for further information where you too can also sponsor the program. This program is listener supported. That means that you great people keep helping move the program forward, and we love that. Jesus Christ loves that. Believe me. That's right. Once again, boys and girls, Michael Decon blasting off from Huntington Beach, California. Huntington Beach, California. It's a beautiful place. Yes, my name in fact is Michael Decon, and I will see you on the other side. And with that said, the world is a mysterious place, and life itself is a mystery. Until next time, mahalo.
Personally, I'm Jewish, I'm a trans woman, and I'm queer, and those are related.
Michael Decon knows how to hurt me. He pretends to be my friend behind the scenes, but he's doxed me. He talks shit about me constantly. He tells me the things that the voices in my head used to tell me.
This boring cocksucker. Jehovah's Witnesses are more interesting.
Let's go to hell tonight. Let's go meet Satan. Let's go to hell tonight. Let's go meet Satan.
She's not a Christian!
She could be a Jew and believe in
It
God.
doesn't matter. She's tampering in dark-sided stuff. Yes, yes, she did. The entire house is dark-sided.
She said her whole house is...
She is dark-sided too!